Minister for Agriculture. The last, Interior, right?
Yeah, Interior.
Deputy, Deputy National Secretary.
National Security Deputy. Okay.
Deputy, and then Minister for Agriculture. So that gives him that kind of political executive experience, even at the lowest level, to be able to climb higher the ladder of being the president. But as I mentioned earlier in my analysis, the NPP is not electing a flag bearer. They're electing somebody who is going to compete with the NDC and other political parties in 2028. So when you compare somebody like Bai Champon to, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you see that he's relatively unknown in the party. If you look at his exploits, his visibility, and those things, it's very low compared to maybe somebody like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Even though I do understand it will take
exercise is taking place at a polling station that is known as Centenary. That's the polling center here. I am told that here we have 548 candidates who are expected to turn out here to come and cast their vote. As I speak with you, I can say approximately about 122, 23 people have cast their vote. Why this center is very important or quite important is the fact that it is the center of one of the candidates who are contesting in this, of course, and that happens to be Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon. He is voting here, and as I speak with you, he has already voted. You will see in your shot, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon casting his vote at this particular center. We spoke with him, and he looked so enthusiastic. And of course, we have to find out from him whether so far he's okay with the process and the procedure so far, and he seems okay with the process so far. And according to him, if we go as he has seen here, then of course there will not be any problem, and that's exactly what all of us are expecting. But briefly, let me take you through what is happening across the central region. In the central region, the voting is taking place in 29 polling centers. 29 polling centers. And somebody may ask why? Because the constituencies are 23. But here, the centers now we've been given to by the electoral commission is 29. This is because for Cape Coast, for instance, we have two centers, that is Cape Coast North and Cape Coast South. Because it is big, it's divided. So there we have two centers. When you go to a place like Agona Street, that's the Agona West constituency, there, even though it's one constituency, because of the nature of the constituency, it's been divided. So they are going to have two.
No, if you see, I don't think
No vote.
We hope it doesn't happen. And everything. So I expect fair contest.
At some point of the campaign, it got a bit hotter and tighter. After these polls, if you emerge as victorious or otherwise, what is the assurance that the party will be able to come back together, form a unified front, and then go into battle in 2028?
I don't think it's an issue because we're all going to come together as one party and work. So there shouldn't be a problem at all. And you should, as for contest, you should expect that sometimes it gets very tough and certain words are used which are not palatable, but hey, we have to take it as it is. And that doesn't mean you should go out of the party. So I hope if I'm the winner, I will be able to bring the party together.
Okay. Some delegates are done voting, others are yet to. What would be your message?
Right, so you may either win or you will lose. Whichever way it goes. you have to accept it, no matter how painful it will be, because to go around the 16 region with the hope that you may win, and it does not turn out to be that way, certainly you may not be happy, but you understand that it's part of our democracy. But I must take this opportunity to commend the Ghana Police Service and also commend the Electoral Commission. So far, the process has been orderly, very smooth, and we are anticipating that it will end in that same vein. And after 2 p.m., then the Electoral Commission should be able to start the process of collating the results and go further to also declare who emerges as the winner.
Looking at how fierce and intense the campaign process has been, will you say your party is in a position to unite into 2028?
Well, yes, certainly so. Because this is not the first time of our going into a contest. You have seen more camps within the party. We all rally behind the person who will emerge as a winner, and we need to close our round, because this is not the end. Our main target should be 2028, and none of the aspirants so mutu can win the elections in 2028. We need the support and cooperation of all stakeholders in the party.
Finally, before I let you go, someone raised concerns about discipline within your party. They say that justice has been selective. What will be your response?
Well, it depends on the angle and how you want to interpret it. I've been fair, I've been neutral. But at the end of the day, you must understand that when you are going to contest, that perspective alone creates polarization within the party. And when people are aligned to certain camps, any decision that you take, whether it favors them or it does not favor them, will depend on their response. But after this contest, I believe we will not have issues whereby we give directive and certain people will think that it is being inured to a benefit of a candidate A or candidate B. But the MPP is stronger. And at the end of the day, I can assure you that we will close our ranks and soldier on for the victory in 2020.
Thank you very much, Justin.
Election. He came in at the 11th hour as a candidate. Remember, the whole establishment, including the government machinery, were behind Bawumia. He was able to garner 37%. If you were somebody who's a watcher, political observer, can't you see there is something there? We took a candidate to an election. He performed abysmal in the history of MPP. And that tells you that the delegates are not, they know what they're looking for. And definitely they are going to vote for Kennedy Agyapong to lead the party.
If he wins, that will be his first time.
Yes.
And so, I mean, your opponents have said that he's not been marketed that much
Kennedy Agyapong is popular
than
Bawumia.
Dr.
Kennedy Agyapong is popular than Bawumia throughout the country, who go to the nook and crannies of this country. Why is it that in the street, everywhere you go, they are saying, bring Kennedy Agyapong? If you don't bring Kennedy Agyapong, we are not going to vote. Why are the taxi drivers saying if it's not popular? Why are the Gen Zs on social media saying that we should bring Kennedy Agyapong? Why are the market women in Kumasi, Bantuma calling for Kennedy Agyapong to come and lead the party?